welcome to our channel. Today, we want to share a story with you. Not a story about people, but a story of Earth itself. It's a story of mysterious forests, where every ray of sunlight filters through the canopy, illuminating worlds we rarely get to see. It's a story of towering mountain peaks, where time seems to stand still, and rivers that have carved their paths for millions of years. We'll journey to places where each landscape has its own sound, color, and rhythm. A rhythm that's existed long before we ever arrived. These are untold stories, written by the wind, the waves, and the rustling leaves. Join us as we step into nature's story. A story you'll not only see and hear, but also feel in every image and sound. Are you ready to open the first chapter of this magical journey? Let's go. Gazi Husrev Bey Mosque is an important landmark in Sarajevo, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. It is located in Başkşehir, the old bazaar area of the city. The mosque was built in 1531 by Gazi Husrev Bey, an Ottoman governor who played a big role in Sarajevo's history. The mosque is one of the oldest and most important mosques in the country. The Gazi Husrev Bey Mosque is known for its classic Ottoman style. It has a large dome, a tall minaret, and a beautiful courtyard. Inside, you can see stunning Islamic calligraphy, intricate tilework, and elegant wooden carvings. The mosque's design shows the grandeur and symmetry typical of Ottoman architecture. The mosque is not only a place of worship, but also a symbol of Sarajevo's Ottoman heritage. It serves an important role in the local Muslim community and attracts many visitors interested in history and architecture. The mosque is a key cultural and historical site in Sarajevo. Over the years, the mosque has been renovated several times to preserve its beauty and history. These renovations help maintain the mosque's original features while adapting to modern needs. This ensures that the mosque remains a significant part of Sarajevo's cultural landscape. In addition to the mosque, the complex includes a madrasa, Islamic school, and a hammam, public bath, also established by Gazi Husrev Bey. These buildings offer a glimpse into the daily life and education of the Ottoman era. They add to the historical value of the site. The mosque has several interesting stories. Gazi Husrev Bey, the founder, was a key figure in Sarajevo's development. The mosque was designed by Ajem Eser Ali, a student of the famous Ottoman architect Mimar Sinan. During the siege of Sarajevo in the 1990s, the mosque suffered damage but remained largely intact. This showed the resilience of Sarajevo and its rich history. These stories and facts highlight the importance of Gazi Husrev Bey Mosque. It is a fascinating and vital landmark that reflects Sarajevo's diverse history and cultural heritage. Salzburg is a beautiful city in Austria. It is famous for many things. The city is old and has a lot of history. Salzburg means salt castle in German. This name comes from the salt mines that made the city rich long ago. Mozart was born in Salzburg in 1756. His house is now a museum that many people visit. Mozart wrote his first music when he was only 5 years old. Salzburg loves music and has a big music festival every summer. Many people come to hear beautiful music in the city. Salzburg has many old buildings. The Hohensalzburg Fortress is very big and old. It sits on a hill above the city. This fortress was never taken by enemies. It is one of the biggest castles in Europe that is still in good shape. The city is also known for its coffee shops. Café Tomaselli is the oldest coffee shop in Austria. It opened in 1703 and is still open today. People like to sit there and drink coffee. Salzburg also has a special candy called Mozartkugel. It is round and made of chocolate. People make this candy to remember Mozart. Salzburg was in a famous movie called The Sound of Music. Many tourists come to see where the movie was made, but many people in Salzburg have not seen the movie. This is funny because the movie is very famous in other countries. The city has many fountains with clean water. The water comes from the mountains nearby. People can drink this water for free. It is very good water. In December, Salzburg has a strange festival called Krampus. People dress up as scary monsters to scare children who are not good. This is an old tradition in the area. Salzburg is a city full of music, history, and interesting stories. It has beautiful old buildings and nice places to visit. The city is proud of Mozart and its music history. Many people come to Salzburg every year to see these things. It is a special place in Austria. Brisbane is a vibrant city located in Queensland, Australia. It is the largest city in the state and known for its warm climate and lively atmosphere. Brisbane is a city that offers many attractions and interesting stories. One of the most famous landmarks in Brisbane is the Story Bridge. This bridge was opened in 1940, named after Andrew Baxter Story, a well-known contractor. The Story Bridge is not just a way to cross the Brisbane River. It is also a place where you can climb and enjoy fantastic views of the city. Every year, the bridge is lit up with special lights for events like the River Fire Festival. South Bank is another popular area in Brisbane. This part of the city was once an industrial zone, but was transformed after the World Expo '88. Now South Bank is a beautiful parkland with a man-made beach called Streets Beach. This beach is unique because it is the only artificial beach in Australia, offering a great place to relax and enjoy the sunshine. Brisbane has a rich history. The city is named after the Brisbane River, which itself was named after Sir Thomas Brisbane, a governor of New South Wales. Brisbane began as a penal colony in 1824 and has grown into a thriving metropolis. You can learn about its history at the Brisbane City Hall, a historic building that also hosts various events and exhibitions. Another interesting fact is that Brisbane is home to the Anzac Square. This memorial honors Australian soldiers who died in wars. The square features a statue and is an important place for remembering the nation's military history. The memorial was completed in 1930 and stands as a tribute to the bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers. Overall, Brisbane is a city full of surprises and interesting stories. From the iconic Story Bridge and the beautiful South Bank to the historical Brisbane City Hall and the peaceful Botanic Gardens, there is something for everyone to enjoy. The city's rich history and unique attractions make it a fascinating place to explore. Atomium is a famous building in Brussels, Belgium. It looks like a big iron molecule. The building is 102 meters tall and has 9 steel balls connected together. It is very unique and special. Atomium was built for the World's Fair in Brussels in 1958. At first, people planned to take it down after the fair, but it became so popular that they decided to keep it. Now, Atomium is an important symbol of Brussels and Belgium. Today, Atomium is a museum and a place for tourists to visit. Inside the steel balls, there are rooms for exhibits. There is also a restaurant with a nice view of the city. Many people come to see Atomium every year. The idea for Atomium came from André Waterking. He was an engineer who worked with metal makers in Belgium. He wanted to make something special to show how good Belgium was at making steel and studying atoms. Building Atomium was not easy. The engineers had to think hard about how to make it strong. They needed to make sure it could stand up in strong winds and bad weather. It was a big challenge, but they did it. Atomium has some interesting stories. For a long time, people could not take pictures of Atomium to sell. This was because of copyright rules. But in 2016, this rule changed, and now people can take pictures freely. At night, Atomium looks very pretty. It has special LED lights that can change colors. On special days, there are beautiful light shows that make Atomium shine in different colors. There is a small model of Atomium in a park called Mini Europe. This park has small versions of famous buildings from all over Europe. People can see how Atomium looks next to other famous places. Atomium is a special place that mixes science, art, and architecture. It shows how people in the past believed in science and new technology. Today, it is still an important and exciting place for people to visit in Brussels. Very Hilltop Castle is a famous site in central Bulgaria. It sits on a high hill, offering a great view of the surrounding area. The castle's location made it easy to defend and gave it a strong military advantage. Hilltop Castle was built in the Middle Ages and played an important role in the history of the region. Many battles and historical events took place here, making it a significant part of Bulgaria's past. The castle has a unique and impressive architecture. Its walls are thick and strong, with tall towers and a large gate that protected it from attacks. Many parts of the original structure remain, so visitors can still see the medieval design. The area around the castle is also great for exploring. People enjoy hiking and walking around the castle, learning about its history, and enjoying the amazing views from the hill. One of the most interesting legends about Hilltop Castle is about According to local stories, the castle was built by this warrior to defend the land from invaders. He lived in the castle and led battles from the hilltop, using his strength and intelligence to protect the people. This legend adds to the mystery and importance of the castle. Despite being centuries old, the castle has stayed in good condition. Many original features, such as the walls and towers, are still standing. Visitors can experience what it was like to live in the castle during medieval times. The well-preserved structure makes Hilltop Castle a popular tourist attraction. Hilltop Castle offers not only a look into Bulgaria's history, but also fantastic views. The hilltop location gives visitors beautiful scenery of the land below. This makes it a great spot for photographers and nature lovers. The combination of history, architecture, and stunning views makes Hilltop Castle a must-see destination in Bulgaria. Uluru is a famous place in Australia. It is a big rock in the middle of the country. Many people visit Uluru every year. The rock is very old and special. Uluru is very tall and big. It is 348 meters high. You can walk around it in about 3 hours. The rock is red and changes color during the day. At sunset, it looks very beautiful. The Anangu people are the owners of Uluru. They have many stories about the rock. One story says that Uluru was made by magic animals long ago. The Anangu people think Uluru is a holy place. There are many interesting facts about Uluru. Most of the rock is underground. Only a small part is above the ground. After rain, waterfalls appear on the rock. This is very rare and pretty. Uluru has many animals and plants. They live in a dry place, but they can survive. Some animals and plants only live near Uluru. This makes the place very special for nature. In the past, people could climb Uluru. Now, it is not allowed. This is to respect the Anangu people and to keep the rock safe. Visitors can walk around Uluru and learn about its history. There are old paintings in caves around Uluru. These paintings are very old. They show the history of the Anangu people. Visitors can see some of these paintings and learn about the culture. Uluru has 2 names. The other name is Ayers Rock. This name was given by a man called William Gosser in 1873. But now, most people use the name Uluru because it is the original name. Uluru is a very important place in Australia. It shows the beauty of nature and the rich culture of the Anangu people. Many people from all over the world come to see this amazing rock. Queensland is a beautiful state in northeastern Australia. It is famous for its warm climate, stunning landscapes, and many attractions. The state has a lot to offer, from tropical beaches to lush rainforests and vibrant cities. One of Queensland's most famous attractions is the Great Barrier Reef. This massive coral reef is the largest and oldest in the world. It stretches for over 2,300 kilometers and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The reef is known for its incredible marine life and is a popular spot for snorkeling and diving. According to local legends, the reef was created by a giant sea dragon, adding a touch of magic to its already spectacular beauty. Cairns is a major city in northern Queensland, often used as a gateway to explore the Great Barrier Reef. It is also close to the Daintree rainforest, one of the oldest rainforests on Earth. The rainforest is home to many unique plants and animals, and local Aboriginal stories speak of a mythical figure called the Mother Dragon, who created the rivers and valleys in the area. Cairns and the Daintree Rainforest offer amazing natural experiences and deep cultural connections. Queensland is also famous for its beautiful coastlines. The Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast are two popular areas with amazing beaches and lots of activities. The Gold Coast is known for its theme parks and bustling nightlife, while the Sunshine Coast offers a more relaxed vibe with stunning beaches and charming resorts. The name Gold Coast comes from the discovery of gold in the 19th century, which played a big role in the area's development. Overall, Queensland is a state full of surprises and wonder. From the breathtaking Great Barrier Reef and the historic Story Bridge to the beautiful beaches and rich Aboriginal culture, there is something for everyone to enjoy. The state's natural beauty and cultural heritage make it a fantastic place to visit and explore. Orebic is a small town in Croatia. It is on the Pelisac Peninsula. The town is near the sea. Many people come here for holidays. Orebic has nice beaches and clear blue water. It is a quiet place to relax. Orebic has a long history with ships and sailing. People say every house in Orebic has a sea captain. This shows how important sailing is for the town. There is a maritime museum in Orebic. It has many old things from ships. The museum also has a big collection of seashells from all over the world. Near Orebic, people make a famous wine called Dingak. There is an interesting story about this wine. The farmers dug a tunnel through a mountain. They did this to move grapes from their farms to the sea more easily. This shows how important wine is for the area. Orebic is close to Korčula Island. You can see Korčula from Orebic. People say Marco Polo was born on Korčula. Marco Polo was a famous explorer. You can take a short boat trip from Orebic to Korčula to see Marco Polo's house. There is a big mountain near Orebic called Sveti Ilija. It is the highest mountain on the peninsula. The name Sveti Ilija means Saint Elijah. Some people say the prophet Elijah hid on this mountain long ago. Many people like to walk up this mountain. From the top, you can see very far. Orebic is known for good wine and nice beaches. But it also has some surprises. For example, people have found very old evidence of boat building here. This evidence is from the time of ancient Rome. This shows that people have been making boats here for a very long time. In Orebic and nearby places, people do a special dance called Moresca. This dance is very old. In the dance, people use swords. Orebic is a beautiful place with many interesting things to see and do. It has a rich history and culture. The town is not as famous as some other places in Croatia, but many people think it is a hidden gem. This means it is a very nice place that not everyone knows about. Whitehaven Beach is a beautiful place in Australia. It is on Whitsunday Island in Queensland. The beach is 7 kilometers long. It is famous for its white sand and blue water. Many people say it is one of the best beaches in the world. The sand at Whitehaven Beach is very special. It is 98% silica, which makes it very white and soft. The sand doesn't get hot in the sun, so you can walk on it all day. Some people think the sand is 100 million years old. It came to the beach over a long time. The sand is so pure that it was used to make glass for the Hubble telescope. There are many fun things to do at Whitehaven Beach. You can swim, snorkel, and have a picnic. Many people like to take photos of Hill Inlet. This is a place where the water and sand make pretty patterns when the tide changes. The patterns are always different, so every photo is unique. Whitehaven Beach has some interesting stories. The The local Ngaro people have a legend about the beach. They say the moon god made it by falling into the sea. In World War II, an American pilot named Eddie Rickenbacker was saved near this beach after his plane crashed. He was in the sea for 24 days before he was found. There are some surprising facts about Whitehaven Beach. Sometimes at night, the water glows blue. This is called bioluminescence. It looks magical. Also, you can't take sand from the beach. If you do, you might have to pay a big fine of 220,000 Australian dollars. Whitehaven Beach is important for nature. Many sea animals live in the water near the beach. You can see turtles and rare dugongs there. The beach is in a national park, so it is well protected. This helps keep the beach beautiful and safe for animals. Many people visit Whitehaven Beach every year. They come to see the white sand and clear water. But the number of visitors is controlled to protect the beach. This way, Whitehaven Beach will stay beautiful for a long time. It will continue to be one of the most amazing beaches in the world. The farm grain storage bins in Bulgaria are important structures found in wheat fields across the country. These bins, also known as silos, are used to store harvested grains like wheat. They help keep the grains safe from moisture and pests. The design of these bins is usually cylindrical and made from steel or concrete. They are essential for managing large amounts of grain. Wheat is a major crop in Bulgaria, making these storage bins very important for the agricultural economy. They ensure that harvested grain is kept in good condition until it is used or sold. This storage is crucial for maintaining the quality of the grain throughout the year. The presence of these bins shows how vital farming is to Bulgaria's economy. In Bulgarian rural areas, grain storage bins are common and reflect local agricultural practices. They contribute to the rural landscape and are part of the visual character of the countryside. Some bins even have unique architectural features that match local styles or traditions. Grain storage bins have a seasonal rhythm. During harvest time, they are filled with fresh wheat, while in the off-season, they might be empty or used differently. This activity is an important part of the farming cycle in Bulgaria. Historically, grain storage methods in Bulgaria have evolved. Before modern silos, farmers used simple wooden structures or dug pits to store grain. Today's bins show advances in agricultural technology and efficiency. They symbolize agricultural success and stability in rural culture. In some Bulgarian villages, grain storage bins are featured in community events like harvest festivals. These bins are celebrated as part of farming traditions and community life. They often reflect a blend of old and new techniques for preserving grain. Modern grain storage bins may include energy-efficient features like solar panels. This shows a growing focus on sustainability in Bulgarian farming practices. The design and function of these bins highlight both practical and cultural aspects of agriculture in Bulgaria. Ban Jelačić Square is the main square in Zagreb, Croatia. It is in the center of the city. Many people come here every day. The square is very old. It has been here since the 17th century. The square is named after Ban Josip Jelačić, an important person in Croatian history. In the middle of the square, there is a big statue. It shows Ban Josip Jelačić on a horse. This statue has an interesting story. It used to face north, towards Hungary. But in 1947, the government took it away. In 1990, they put it back. Now, it faces south, towards Croatia. This change shows how the country's history changed. The square is a place where many things happen. There are often events and festivals here. In winter, there is a famous Christmas market. In summer, there are outdoor events. People like to meet their friends at the square. On Saturday mornings, many people come to drink coffee and talk. This is called Špića. It is a special Zagreb tradition. Under the square, there are some secrets. There is an old water source from the 14th century. It still gives water to fountains in the city. There are also tunnels from World War II. Now, these tunnels are used for art. Near the square, there is a famous market called Dolak. People call it the belly of Zagreb. Here, you can buy fresh food and local products. Many people go to Dolak after visiting the square. On the square, there is a famous clock. People call it Pod Vuron, which means under the clock. When friends want to meet, they often say, "Let's meet under the clock." It's a popular meeting point in Zagreb. The square changes with the seasons. In winter, it's full of Christmas lights and small shops. In summer, there are many people sitting outside at cafes. The square always has something new to see. Ban Jelačić Square is very important for Zagreb. Many big events in Croatian history happened here. For example, in 1991, people here heard that Croatia was now an independent country. The square is not just a place, it is the heart of Zagreb and shows the spirit of Croatia. Welcome to Munich, a beautiful city in Germany. Munich is the capital of Bavaria, a region in the south of Germany. It is the third biggest city in Germany after Berlin and Hamburg. Munich is very old. It started in 1158. That's more than 800 years ago. Munich has many big companies. BMW, Siemens, and Allianz have their main offices here. This makes Munich very important for business in Germany and Europe. The city is also famous for its universities. Many students come here to study. Did you know that Munich has some very interesting stories? The name Munich means place of monks in German. People say a monk blessed the first bridge built over the Isar River. That's how the city got its name. There is also a strange footprint in a church called Frauenkirche. People call it the devil's footprint. They say the devil left it there when he came to see the new church. Munich has some surprising facts too. Did you know that the shopping cart was invented here? It happened in 1937. Also, Munich has a park called Englischer Garten. This park is bigger than Central Park in New York. The city has some unique traditions. One of them is called Fenstellen. In this old custom, young men would climb up to their girlfriend's window at night to talk to them. It's a funny and romantic tradition from long ago. Munich is not just a modern city. It has many old stories and customs. These make Munich special and interesting. The city mixes old and new things very well. This is why many people love to visit Munich. is one of the oldest cities in Poland, located in the southern part of the country by the Vistula River. With a history of over 1,000 years, it was once the capital of Poland and remains a cultural center today. Many visitors come to see its beautiful architecture and learn about its rich history. One famous legend is about the Wawel dragon. A dragon lived in a cave under Wawel Hill and terrorized the people. A brave knight tricked the dragon with a sheep filled with explosives. When the dragon ate it, it exploded, freeing the city from danger. This story is a beloved part of Krakow's charm. St. Mary's Church is another highlight. Every hour, a trumpet player plays a tune from the tower to honor a soldier who was shot while warning the city of an attack. The melody ends abruptly, symbolizing his sacrifice. This tradition continues today and adds to the city's character. Kraków is also known as a student city, home to many universities, including Jagiellonian University, founded in 1364. The lively atmosphere attracts students from around the world, creating a vibrant community full of cafes and meeting places. In 1978, Kraków was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its stunning architecture and cultural significance. The city features many historical buildings, making it a wonderful place to explore. Kazimierz is a special district that was once the center of the Jewish community. Now, it is lively with art, restaurants, and events celebrating Jewish culture. Visitors enjoy wandering its streets and experiencing its unique atmosphere. Café Noworodki is one of Krakow's oldest cafes, famous for its rich history. It attracts both locals and tourists who enjoy coffee and pastries while soaking in the ambiance. The main market square is one of the largest in Europe, filled with stalls selling crafts and local products. It is a lively spot for entertainment and culture, perfect for experiencing Krakow's charm. Unlike many cities, Kraków was not heavily damaged during World War II, allowing many historical buildings to remain. This preservation gives visitors a glimpse into the past, making Kraków a fascinating place to explore. Kraków is full of stories, legends, and surprises, attracting visitors from around the world. Its rich history and vibrant culture offer something special for everyone. Korčula Island is a beautiful place in Croatia, located in the Adriatic Sea. It is known for its lush forests, vineyards, and stunning beaches. This island is popular with nature lovers because of its green landscapes and clear waters. Korčula town, the main town, has narrow streets and old stone buildings. It is often called a mini Dubrovnik because of its old city walls and towers. One interesting fact about Korčula is that it is said to be the birthplace of Marco Polo, the famous explorer. Although some people argue about this, the island proudly celebrates his legacy. You can visit the Marco Polo House, a museum dedicated to his adventures. Korčula Island has a special dance called the Moreska sword dance. This dance has been performed for over 400 years. It tells a story of battles between Moors and Christians. It is a dramatic and energetic performance that is still shown during festivals. The island is also famous for its wine, especially Poshib and Gurk. Greek wine is unique because it is made from grapes that only grow in sandy soil. Interestingly, these grapes are female and need male pollinators from other vineyards to grow. Korčula was once a Greek colony called Corcyra Melida. This name means Black Corcyra because of the island's dark forests. Today, you can still see traces of its Greek and Roman history in the old buildings and ruins. Korčula town is protected by strong walls built in medieval times. These walls were made to keep pirates and invaders out. Now visitors can enjoy amazing views of the Adriatic Sea from these walls. San Pedro Hill is a famous place near La Paz, Bolivia. This hill is known for its beautiful views of the city and the Andes Mountains. Visitors can see the snow-capped Illimani Mountain, which is very impressive. The hill is a great spot for hiking and enjoying nature. Many people like to visit San Pedro Hill to take pictures and explore the area. One interesting part of San Pedro Hill is the San Pedro Prison. This prison is famous because it is like a small town inside. Inmates can live with their families and run businesses. There are shops, restaurants, and even a bar inside the prison. This self-governing system is very unique and attracts attention from people around the world. Many stories about life in the prison are surprising and sometimes strange. San Pedro Hill also has a rich history connected to the indigenous Aymara people. They have lived in this area for many centuries. The Aymara people believe that the mountains are sacred. They perform rituals and celebrations to honor their connection to the land. Visitors can learn about these traditions and the culture of the Aymara people when they visit the hill. The hiking trails around San Pedro Hill are perfect for nature lovers. There are easy walks and more challenging hikes. Each trail offers different experiences with beautiful landscapes. Hikers can see various plants and animals that are unique to this high-altitude environment. For example, the Andean condor can sometimes be spotted in the sky. San Pedro Hill is a place where nature, culture, and history come together. The combination of stunning views, unique stories, and rich traditions makes it a fascinating destination. Whether you want to hike, take photos, or learn about the local culture, San Pedro Hill has something for everyone. It is truly a special place in Bolivia. Buenos Aires is the capital city of Argentina. It is a big and exciting place. Many people live here. The city is next to a big river called Rio de la Plata. Buenos Aires is famous for many things. People love to dance tango here. Tango is a special dance from this city. The city also has many beautiful old buildings. Some look like they are from Europe. In Buenos Aires, you can find the widest street in the world. It is called 9 de Julio Avenue. This street has 16 lanes for cars. It is very big and busy. The city loves books. Buenos Aires has more bookstores for each person than any other city in the world. There is a very special bookstore in an old theater. It is called El Ateneo Gran Splendid. It is very beautiful inside. Buenos Aires has a famous cemetery called Recoleta. Many important people from Argentina's history are buried here. One of them is Eva Perón. She was a very famous woman in Argentina. The city has many interesting places to visit. There is a big market called San Telmo. People sell old things here every week. It is one of the biggest markets like this in the world. Football is very popular in Buenos Aires. The city has many famous football teams. One of them is Boca Juniors. Their stadium is called La Bombonera. It has a special shape and is always very noisy during games. People in Buenos Aires love coffee. The city has one of the oldest coffee shops in South America. It is called Café Tortoni. It opened in 1858 and is still open today. The name Buenos Aires means good air in Spanish. People say the city got this name because the air was fresh when the first people came here. Now, it is a big city with many people and cars. Buenos Aires is also famous for its food. People here love to eat beef. The beef from Argentina is known to be very good. They also make very good wine. Many people come to Buenos Aires to try the food and drink. Cappadocia is a special place in Turkey. It is in the middle of the country. People love to visit Cappadocia because it is very beautiful. The most famous thing in Cappadocia is the strange rocks. These rocks look like mushrooms. They are called fairy chimneys. They formed over millions of years. The wind and rain made them look like this. Many people come to Cappadocia to ride in hot air balloons. Every morning, hundreds of colorful balloons fly in the sky. It is a very pretty sight. Cappadocia is one of the best places in the world to ride in a hot air balloon. Cappadocia has many old underground cities. The biggest one is called Derinkuyu. It could hold 20,000 people. It has 8 floors deep in the ground. People used these cities to hide from enemies long ago. There are many old churches in Cappadocia. They are cut into the rocks. Inside, there are beautiful old paintings on the walls. These churches are very old, from the time of the Byzantine Empire. People can sleep in cave hotels in Cappadocia. These hotels used to be old caves. Now they are very nice places to stay. It is a special experience for visitors. Cappadocia has a long history. Many different people lived there over time. These include the Hittites, Romans, Byzantines, and Ottomans. Each group left something special in Cappadocia. There are some surprising facts about Cappadocia. The name Cappadocia means land of beautiful horses in an old language. Also, some people think St. George, who killed a dragon in stories, was born here. Cappadocia is famous for its food and art. People like to eat a dish called testi kebab. It is meat cooked in a clay pot. The town of Avanos is known for making pottery. People have been making pottery there for 4,000 years. There is a special valley in Cappadocia called the Love Valley. It has rocks that look like hearts. Also, some old churches have a special light show. On certain days, the sun shines in and makes beautiful lights inside. Ghent is a beautiful city in Belgium. It is in the north part of the country. Ghent is the 3rd biggest city in Belgium. Many people live there. Ghent is very old. It has many old buildings from long ago. The city center has pretty Gothic and Renaissance buildings. This makes Ghent one of the most beautiful cities in Belgium and Europe. There are many famous places in Ghent. One is Gravenstein Castle. It is a big old castle from the 12th century. Another is St. Bavo's Cathedral. It has a famous painting called The Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. The Belfort is a tall tower that people can see from far away. There are also old streets called Grassley and Corenlai by the river. Ghent University is there too. It is a very good school. Ghent is known for more than just buildings. The food is very good, especially seafood. Every 3 years, there is a big light festival. Many people come to see it. In the past, Ghent made a lot of clothes. Today, many people ride bicycles in the city. Ghent has some surprising facts. It was the first city in the world to have a day without meat every week. This started in 2009. People eat only vegetables on Thursdays. Gravenstein Castle has a secret torture room. People found it when they were fixing the castle in the 1950s. Ghent likes flowers. Every 5 years, there is a big flower show. Many people come to see it. In 1467, people in Ghent got angry because sugar was too expensive. They had a candy riot. Ghent has more than 200 bridges. That is more than Venice in Italy. There is a special street in Ghent where people can paint on the walls. It is called Verdegarenstraat. The city says it is okay to do this. It makes the street very colorful. The Belfort Tower is not straight. It leans a little bit, but not as much as the tower in Pisa, Italy. Ghent is a mix of old and new. It has a lot of history, but it is also a modern city. People who visit Ghent can see beautiful old things and enjoy new fun activities. It is a very interesting place to visit. Sveti Ante Canal is located near the city of Šibenik on the Adriatic coast of Croatia. This canal connects Šibenik Bay to the open Adriatic Sea. It is famous for its beautiful nature, with high cliffs, clear blue waters, and green landscapes. Sveti Ante Canal is the main entrance to the Šibenik port, a place with a rich history. At the entrance of the canal, you can see St. Nicholas Fortress. This fortress was built in the 16th century to protect Šibenik from attacks by sea. It is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. People say that the fortress helped save the city from many invasions. This makes it a symbol of protection. A walking trail runs along the Sveti Ante Canal. It is a popular place for tourists and locals. People walk and enjoy the views of the cliffs and the sea. The path also offers stories about past naval battles and adventures on the sea. This adds excitement to the peaceful scenery. The waters of Sveti Ante Canal are very clean, and many rare sea animals live there. Some visitors have reported seeing dolphins while taking boat tours. This makes the canal a favorite spot for nature lovers. Its clean water is perfect for swimming and diving too. Some divers have even found Roman artifacts under the water. These ancient objects show that the canal was once an important trade route. These hidden treasures give a mysterious and exciting feeling to the canal. Sveti Ante Canal is not only beautiful, but also full of history and surprises. Lake Batak, also known as Serene Lake, is a beautiful artificial lake located in the Rhodope Mountains of Bulgaria. The lake covers about 2.2 square kilometers and is surrounded by lush forests and scenic mountains. It is a peaceful place perfect for escaping the busy city life. A lake was created by damming the Starreka River for hydroelectric power and irrigation. Though man-made, it blends well with the natural landscape and provides essential resources for the region. Lake Batak is famous for its stunning natural beauty. The clear blue waters are framed by dense forests and rolling hills. Visitors can enjoy a range of outdoor activities such as boating, fishing, and hiking. The surrounding area offers great opportunities for nature walks and relaxation. There are several interesting stories about Lake Batak. One legend says that a village was submerged to create the lake. People believe that on clear days, you can see the outlines of old buildings beneath the water. Another story tells of how the lake's creation helped manage flooding in the area. Lake Batak is also well known for fishing. It is home to various fish species like trout and perch. Many people visit the lake to fish and participate in local fishing competitions. The clear waters make it a favorite spot for anglers. The Rhodope Mountains, where Lake Batak is located, are rich in Bulgarian folklore and traditions. The region is known for its myths, traditional music, and dances. Local festivals often include celebrations at the lake, showcasing the area's cultural heritage. Recently, there have been efforts to restore and preserve Lake Batak's natural beauty. Conservation projects aim to protect the lake's ecosystem and ensure it remains a wonderful place for future generations to enjoy. These efforts help maintain the lake's charm as a tourist destination. In summary, Lake Batak is a serene and picturesque destination known for its natural beauty, recreational activities, and fascinating legends. It is a cherished part of Bulgaria's landscape and culture. Baska is a small town on Krk Island in Croatia. It is an old seaside resort on the Adriatic Sea. Baska has a long and beautiful beach called Vela Plaza. The beach is about 2 kilometers long. Many people think it is one of the prettiest beaches in Croatia. The town has a very long history. People lived here even in ancient Roman times. Baska is famous for an important stone tablet. This tablet is called the Baska tablet. It is from around the year 1100. The tablet has very old Croatian writing on it. It is one of the oldest texts in the Croatian language. Baska has many old stone houses and narrow streets in its old town. Tourists like to visit and stay in Baska. There are many hotels and restaurants. People can do water sports like diving and kayaking. The town is surrounded by pretty limestone mountains. There is an interesting story about the name Baska. Some people say it comes from an old Slavic word, meska. This word means small hole. Maybe this is because the town is in a valley between hills. The Baska tablet has some mysteries. Some experts think there might be secret messages in the writing, but no one has figured out all the secrets yet. Some people also think that Baska was once a hiding place for Knights Templar. There are old buildings in the town that might be connected to this secret group. Baska is known for its sheep. People have been raising sheep here for a very long time. They say the sheep meat tastes special because the sheep eat herbs that grow on Krk Island. The town is also famous for a strong wind called Bora. This wind can blow at speeds over 200 kilometers per hour. There are many sunken ships from World War II. Divers like to explore these old ships. Every year, Baska has a special music festival on the beach. Musicians play on floating stages on the water. It's very unusual and fun. Independence Avenue is a famous street in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States. It is a very important road in the city. The street goes from east to west in the center of Washington. Many big and important buildings are on this street. Before 1948, people called this street B Street South. Then they changed its name to Independence Avenue. This new name is about the freedom of America. The street is near many famous places like the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument. Many exciting things happen on Independence Avenue. Big parades and protests often take place here. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech near this street. Lots of people come to Independence Avenue to see important events. There are some fun secrets about Independence Avenue. Some people say there are secret tunnels under the street. These tunnels might connect important government buildings, but no one knows for sure if this is true. It's a mystery. Independence Avenue has many beautiful cherry trees. These trees were a gift from Japan many years ago. In spring, the trees have pretty pink flowers. Many people come to see these flowers every year. Something very strange happened on Independence Avenue in 1952. Some people said they saw a UFO flying over the street. The government looked into this, but they didn't find any aliens. It's still a funny story that people talk about. Near Independence Avenue, there is a big rock. People say this rock was used by the first builders of Washington, D.C. They used it to help plan the city. Now it's just a fun thing to see when you walk by. Many movies and TV shows about politics are filmed on Independence Avenue. When you watch these shows, you might see this famous street. It's exciting to see a place on TV that you can visit in real life.